So what's up, people, and welcome to another episode of P.A.M.E.L.A. So update 2.4.4 is here, and I think this is basically a hotfix from 2.4.3, which also was a hotfix from 2.4.2. So yeah, I think the developers are trying to clean up on some of the problems that came up during the recent update that expanded the game, and I think that's a really good thing. Overall, I have to admit, I think the developers are doing whatever they can to get this game and support this game, considering the small size of the group that they have. And overall, I think this game is really good, and so I really appreciate all the efforts that the developers are doing. And so with that said, I think we could start with this new update and see what we have. So if you recall, in the last episode we were looking at the new areas in Arcadia, and we kind of left the Garrison here for another episode, and since this is another episode, I figured we would go back to exploring the Garrison. Now if you recall, in the previous episode before the last, we went downstairs and we saw these high security correction areas, and so I thought that we would look in there and see what it's all about. For all we know, we'll find some extremely high level criminals there, although I doubt it because we don't find anybody here. What I'm hoping for is that we will find some interesting things. Now if you noticed, I have a lot of these ion cores. I've been making a ton of these because of the fact that, of course, they're relatively easy to make. They don't take that much material, and they're quite useful, and so I have a bunch of these. And and so what I think I'll do is first is prepare myself before going down to the 6th floor, and then get everything. Once I'm ready, then we could start going and exploring. So let me just put some power. Let me max out the power here. I always want to do that before I go out into exploration mode now. Now that we have that power transfer relay right in our base, it's really easy to do so. Okay, so in the last episode we ran into a Reaper and almost got ourselves killed, so I gotta be a bit more careful. I've heard that maybe the arc welder got nerfed, and I'm really a little bit disappointed with regards to that, but yeah, you make do with what you have, I guess. But overall, whoa, there's some people out there. Wow, there's a bunch of robots. Wow, there's a bunch of Mr. Robots out there. This is good. This is really good, because that's a widow, and I don't want to deal with the widow if I don't have to. So yeah, you take care of him, Mr. Robot. You just do that because you're good at it. And better you than me. Oh, this guy or this lady had a upgrade kit or upgrade cell or whatever those things are called. Oh, and an orange. Okay, so let's keep on going. Let's follow Mr. Robot so that if there is any zombies ahead of us. What are you doing? You're supposed to go over there. Well, at least the other Mr. Robot's over there, so she's kind of distracting all these guys. Of course, the stairway's right there, so if possible, I would like to get rid of all these guys before I go down the stairs. In any case, I want to go into the other room to prepare. Whoa, that must be Mr. Robot behind me. Anyway. Yeah, keep at it, Mr. Robot. Yeah, you go in there too, the other Mr. Robot. I should have Mr. Robot 1, MR1, and MR2. That's what I'll call it. And of course, MR1 is now staring at the wall, and trying to walk towards into the wall. And luckily, MR2 is kind of coming back here. What are you doing? You're supposed to... Oh, okay, you want to scan me again. I don't know how many times you want to scan me. There we go. There we go. Job well done. I always like walking alongside Mr. Robot because life becomes a lot easier that way. Oh, it's one of those augment things. Oh, we don't have any space, so let me drop this. And let's keep on going. I got so many augment things that I don't really need them, but I might as well drop them anyway. Whoa! Miss Widow, let me see if I could take care of you. Whoa, 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 no, 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 stay back there, stay back there. There we go. There we go. Okay. And I can't take this either, so let me just drop it. Okay, yeah, I gotta clear out my inventory. That's one of the reasons I'm coming back here. Is so that I could clear out my inventory. And right now I'm maxed out with salvaged items, and so I can't even salvage anything. So I might as well go over here. So yeah, I made another base over here. Let me see if I can take care of this lady. Good. At least headshots haven't been nerfed, and that makes me very happy because I love the headshots in this game. Let me use the cola since I can't salvage or put it in my inventory. And so yeah, so this is going to be our other base. And what I found out is when it's in full power, if I leave the solar charger right there, right at that location only, it will actually charge cells, even down here underground in the 5th floor. So what I'm going to do is to leave this charger here, and this will be the base where I could charge stuff. It is also the base where I could recycle stuff. So this is my other base down in the 5th floor, and between the two bases, the one that can help transfer power to the building, and here where of course you could do all of these things and you have a lot more room, I think we have a pretty good setup. Yeah, I definitely think that. Okay, so let's see. Oh, we still had some stuff from the previous recycle that I never recycled. So let me just keep on adding these things. I got a lot of seeds. Whoa, I can't get rid of it. There we go. I got a lot of batteries, which I don't need. And that by itself opened up quite a bit. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All the other stuff is food and stuff like that. So I think we're looking pretty good. Let me see what's in here. Every once in a while I got a lot of stuff in here. Okay, so let me put one of these service maintenance keys in here. I didn't realize I have so much junk in here. I got a ton of solar chargers. I must have collected a bunch of them, so I could start distributing solar chargers all over the place. And then whenever I run into a point where I need energy, then I could always, or I need to charge up a battery, then I could always do so. I think I'm gonna continue to expand in this base, so I'm gonna start building stuff offline, and hopefully by the end of the or the beginning of next episode, we'll have this base a lot more populated. I want to start being able to make a crafting area for this base as well. Okay, well anyway, we got a lot of the stuff cleared out in our inventory. We're charging up that battery, so overall I think we're looking good, and I think we're ready to go down to the 6th floor, so let's do so. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think I need to pick it up. Whoa, that grating cut that lady in half. Yeah, I want to pick up the med hypo though, and no, I don't think I need the electron pulse right now. No, I don't need the sigil either. Okay, so let's keep on going. Let's see what's down here. This place looks pretty interesting. I think this is the lowest floor that you could get to right now, at least anyway. Maybe it'll expand out later. But right now, we're in the lowest part of the Garrison. And it's kind of scary down here. I never know what's going to pop out. Well, I got an idea, of course. It's one of the nasty dudes that are constantly walking around in the base, but I want to go here. This is where I want to go. I mean, we could explore the rest of the areas, but I want to go here. Sorry, when the electron pulse kind of got nerfed, it's become a lot more important for me to look around. Okay, so Maximum Security Rehabilitation. I don't know what that means. I presume that means it's kind of like the maximum security cells in the prison, but we'll find out. There we go. Always good to get tin wire. Tin is good for repairing. Okay, so let's go in there. Hello, lady robot. How are you doing?
Is there something that I can
thank you
assist
very
you
much. Okay, so this place looks interesting. I have no idea what's in here.
Please let me know.
And the first door is locked. Well, okay, so let's go to the next one. And let's see what's in here. Oh, it's one of these. Okay, so you have to get here. You have to wait a while for them to scan you, and then you can keep on going. Well, the last time we went through one of these, it was the cryo station. Here, it's the Maximum Security Rehabilitation Center. Whatever that means. Well, this place is pretty cool. I didn't realize it was this big. Look at this thing. This is really cool. You know, the developers did a really nice job with the environmental design. I think this game is very pretty. Despite all the littered paper. Oh, let me take care of this guy. And the kind of the ugly denizens that kind of live around here. The facilities are really pretty. There's another one over there. Let me take care of her. Whoa, I missed. There we go. Okay, so there's a lot of doors here. We're gonna have to spend a lot of time down here exploring. This is really, really cool. I don't know what it is. It's supposed to be, I thought, a maximum security prison, but it looks like it's more some sort of medical center. Maybe they do some interrogation of I don't know. This was supposed to be a peaceful city up till now, so I'm not sure why they need interrogation centers. Maybe they interrogated them to keep them in line or something like that. I don't know. Okay, so here's the first room, and we have a few containers here. This is actually a pretty nice room. You can make this into another base if you wanted to. Oh, we got a med hypo. That's always useful. I don't need the flux, but I could always use a med hypo. Okay, so Pamela, what do you have to say?
Citizens are becoming more comfortable requesting information than before. I memorize body language to better understand the nuances of these interactions.
Okay, so that seems like one of those trivial messages where Pamela's like getting to know myself and getting to know the people here sort of thing. Yeah, so these recordings are pretty cool. I still hope that the devs change the beginning of the game so that Pamela says that she can't continue to stay on the server because the server is kicking her out, and so what she's done is leave clues in all of these areas. I wonder what's in here. Whoa, this is a cryo station. This looks just like the one in Arcadia. Yeah, if I had a cryo core, I could put it in here. But you know, this whole area will be a really good place to make a base. And I would really consider this, except that of course the power relay is upstairs. So as much as I like the whole spaciousness here, I think I'll leave the base up there just because I want to constantly be able to maximize the power before we go out into exploration mode to explore the Garrison. Oh, here's another P.A.M.E.L.A unit.
The power fluctuation has attempted to contact me. It identifies as REM. It tells me to keep it a secret.
Whoa, so that one was not a trivial message. So REM, and the power fluctuations, whatever that means. But that's a new character. I've heard the name before, maybe once, maybe twice, but this one is pretty significant. It wants to keep its identity secret from everybody else. And that's kind of sinister. I wonder what the heck is going on. So we have Deep Frame, we have 20, we have 12, which are the two seekers, and oh, this is a medical station or interrogation room. Oh, there's another P.A.M.E.L.A unit over here. Okay, we'll take a look at it in a minute.
Emma's heartbeat is exceptionally fast. Jacob's silhouette has strange inconsistencies. I ask him if he needs medical attention.
Wow, so now we're getting some really interesting stuff. That last one with Rem was interesting, but this one's seriously interesting. So you remember that message a while back, a previous P.A.M.E.L.A message where P.A.M.E.L.A was saying that Jacob was standing above Emma's body, and all of a sudden her data sensors got cut away for a little while. Oh, here's another cryo station, and there's a dude in there, or a lady in there, I can't tell. Oh, there's a bunch of people in there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did you come out of cryo sleep? Because you look like you fell out of the wrong side of the cryo chamber. There we go. I know you're not friendly denizens, so we'll take care of you guys. Yeah, I mean, so Jacob was standing above Emma's body. I thought that that was a sad message because I thought Jacob was, you know, kind of sad and having to take care of the dead body of Emma. That's what I presumed anyway. And P.A.M.E.L.A lost her senses because of the fact that she was so saddened. But now I wonder, because now it sounds like Emma's heartbeat is beating really fast, which means that she's not in relaxed mode. She's in some sort of hysterical mode. And Jacob is standing near her in some weird body position. So my worry is that he got afflicted. He turned into one of these weird zombies, you know, and then he went after Emma. Either that or he killed Emma knowingly, not because he was afflicted, but because he was in whatever reason. I know they've been arguing and stuff like that, so I'm not sure what's going on. But whatever the case, it doesn't seem like Jacob and Emma ended with a peaceful relationship. This is quite interesting now. Whoa, another interrogation center. Oh, and a pair. Okay, so I haven't found any key codes. That's what I'm hoping for, is we find some key codes around. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We have one of those power things, and I have one of those power things. So I could put the power thing into this power requirement thing, and maybe that will help the building. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but that's what I was talking about. Yeah, so we fixed one of those power conduits, and just to replenish myself, I got a ton of these repair kits, and I always keep them handy so that if I run into one of these things, I could immediately fix them. Okay, nothing around here. Okay, so anyway, yeah, the story deepens, and that's one of the big things I really like about P.A.M.E.L.A. I know there's a lot of negative feedback that people have been talking about. Oh, this needs to be more survival oriented, or oh, I need to be able to craft a few things. And of course the standard, you know, there's a lot of bugs, which there are a lot of bugs, but a lot of the complaints are actually due to the fact that the players never really got to learn how to play the game to survive into this area. So many people starve to death or something like that, and then they blame the game. But what I found anyway, what I really want to say is, oh, here's another P.A.M.E.L.A unit. Okay, so that should be interesting. Let's listen to this one for, whoa, what's that? Tasty paste. Okay, let's get that. What's in here? Oh, it's just seeds. I don't need seeds. Okay, let's listen.
Attempts to communicate with Emma fail. I try for 93 minutes.
Okay, so that almost sounds like Emma's already dead, and she can't get, of course, in communication, in touch with her because of the fact that she's already dead. I'm not sure. It's kind of interesting. If you try to figure out what's going on in order, that's quite interesting. Anyway, as I was saying, it's the story. Many of these survival games are basically just get thrown into the middle of nowhere, you know, start cutting trees and start surviving and run away from the zombies, and then keep on doing the process. And of course you do a lot of that here. In fact, you may actually not have as much of the crafting capabilities. You're not going to build a fort. You're not going to build a kitchen. You're not going to build, you know, elaborate armor and weapons and stuff like that. But the story is really intriguing. That's what's keeping me going. I really like exploring, not because you want to gather items for crafting, and not because you want to make a big fort or get a large power-up or something like that. I mean, those are fun to do, but there's like a ton of other survival games that let you do that. The thing that makes this game unique is really the story and the mystery. This is almost more a puzzle game than it is just a survival game. It's basically both. And I really like trying to figure out what the heck happened to this town, because the entire town was... Whoa! There's another P.A.M.E.L.A unit here. And, whoa. Credits. Okay, is there anything else around here? No. Okay, so let's listen to this one.
The A2C1 booster is deployed with my help. I watch the relief in Jacob and Emma's faces as they receive it.
Okay, well, this one was done when Emma was still alive. And I don't know what this A2C1 booster is, but if they received it, if they're happy that they received it or relieved, I feel that that's some sort of booster that prevents you from getting afflicted. At least that's my thought. And maybe something went wrong with Jacob's. I don't know. It's still a mystery of exactly what it is, but I got a feeling that something definitely went wrong between Jacob and Emma. And Emma paid for it with her life. So, oh, okay, we're back here. Is this the same place? Yeah, this is the same place. Okay, can we get through? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're back in this front area again. Oh, here's a container. Okay, I don't need one. And here's another panel.
Another citizen had to be detained today. This is the third time this month. I submit a formal request to review the new temporal formula.
Okay, so back to the temporal formula again. So that one sounds definitely like the movie Serenity, you know, where the temporal goes wrong and instead of calming people down, it made them crazy. Oh, it's one of these things. Let me just use one of the security bypasses. I don't want to deal with this. And I got some junk. Wow, aren't I lucky? Let me just salvage it. Yeah, I realized I didn't realize until a while back when we were at the other base that I was able to salvage things. I thought we maxed out in salvage, but I guess not. So that's good. That's good. Let's keep on going though. Yeah, so story. Coming back to the story. Okay, so Temporil. It sounds like maybe that turned everybody crazy. A2C1 booster helped relieve it, but something went wrong. Jacob killed Emma, maybe. You know, and for some reason, P.A.M.E.L.A got disconnected at that time. There's some guy named Rem who wants to keep its identity secret, but it's some sort of communication through the net. And then there's a deep frame that kicked P.A.M.E.L.A out. And there are the Seekers, like 12 and 20 that... Oh, wow!
The deep frame appears to have magnified. Its subtle black hole of information is becoming increasingly troublesome.
Wow, so this area is a virtual gold mine of information. Let me use my security bypass again. And maybe we'll get something better than garbage over here. Wow, we got a Warden's Fist. I don't really need it right now. Maybe I'll salvage it some other time. Yeah, okay, so let's keep on going. But this place was pretty cool. It wasn't what I expected, but it was in many ways a little bit better because you do have a cryo center here. So if we ever do find a cryo core, then I think we'll be able to move, use it here. Now, I've heard from people that cryo cores are up in the warden's office, or at least there's one up there. So if we could ever find the key code for that, then we'll be able to get a cryo code for here. Or a cryo core for here. Okay, so that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. And we learned quite a bit. Yeah. Let me just see. Anything cool around here? Are you carrying? Oh, I'll take it. I'll take that. I'll always take upgrade kits. Okay, so let's see what else is around here before we go back up again. I think we still have a little bit of time before we finish this episode. And I hope we don't run into any reapers. I don't need any turkey jerky. Or salmon. I think that one's turkey jerky. Okay, so what's in here? Ah, heatsink. No, I don't need to get any more salvageable stuff. Okay, so we're gonna, I think, look in this area. It's probably what I think is similar to the one that we have in the 5th floor, which was all those cells. If you remember those cells? Little rooms where I think you go if you get arrested. And I think there's more of them down here. But we'll check it out. We have some time. And so long, whoa, I was gonna say so long as there's no zombies, and then a zombie walks out and says, guess you were wrong, dude. And of course I shoot him in the back of his head. So that's what you get for trolling me, Mr. Zombie. Yeah, but the story I find is intriguing. And what I hope is that eventually this isn't just a bunch of messages from Pamela. Eventually it gets more complex. You know, you get codes or information inside the computer. Eventually I'm hoping it becomes more interactive also. Like you start being able to have to interact with the city. Maybe because the computer or the net. Wow, look at this room. This is nice. This is almost like the other room, except it's brighter. But anyway, yeah, the network tries to get rid of you. And of course, you're Pamela's last-ditch effort to try to save her and the city. And that would be really good. And I'm not sure exactly how the developers are supposed to do this. But maybe the developers start steering a horde of zombies our way. I shouldn't be giving such suggestions because I don't want 50 reapers running after me, but you know, maybe there's traps. I don't know. Why am I saying this? Why am I saying things that will get me killed? I have no idea. Okay, I'll keep my mouth shut. Hey developers, just keep it as it is and keep me alive and I'll be very happy. Hey! Don't you walk on my container. Those lady robots, they kind of pretend to be really nice, but then they go and walk on your container, and they probably do really nasty things too while you're not looking. So I got a feeling they're just as much a troll as anybody else. Anyway, whoa! Yeah, let me get that away from you because you don't seem to be smart enough to walk around it. Okay, so I got this solar cell, and so I'm gonna set it up here. And I don't really have any time right now to test it to see if... Was there anything over here? Yeah, test it to see if it'll work or not. But we could do this some other time. I just want to leave the solar charger here just because of the fact that we got tons of them. I want to open up the inventory. Okay, so there's another P.A.M.E.L.A unit here.
Emma appealed to Hegan to get Jacob replaced as head researcher. The request had several spelling mistakes that I corrected.
Wow, so the plot thickens.
To get Jacob replaced as head researcher. The request had several spelling mistakes that I corrected.
If you need
yeah, so Emma wanted to replace Jacob. So whatever was going on, they were really not good friends at all. And sounds like they were at each other's throats. Emma almost requested, I presume Hecken is the boss, to replace Jacob for whatever reason. Since Jacob is the superior, usually the only way you could have them replaced is because Emma is somehow finding faults that are going to cost Jacob his job. Whatever it is. I don't know what it is. Is that an upgrade kit? Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, yeah, so maybe Jacob found out and Jacob killed Emma. But why? I mean, why was Emma so worried about it? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Let me just invigorate myself. And then let me just make sure that there's nobody around here. And there we go. Whoa! Mr. Zombie. I'm glad you were looking the other way. There we go. Yeah, okay. Well, that one didn't look like the arc welder got nerfed. So I'm not really sure if the nerf is real or not. Yeah, okay. We're still in this kind of this all cell area. Whoa, Inferno. I haven't seen an Inferno security for a while. Of course, we have so many bypasses, it doesn't really matter, but I don't really need any more stuff right now, so I'll just leave it alone for the next exploration. Okay, what I'm looking for are key codes. I can't find any of them. Not around here. Okay, so let's keep on going. I don't want to go into these rooms because I got a feeling that they're just the typical rooms, those cells that we had, just like in the 5th floor. But I want to quickly move around and look around before we finish. We're starting to get late now, so we better do this and finish up as quickly as possible. I don't want to spend too much more time for this episode. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I'm hoping the mystery will continue on. That for me is the most intriguing thing. You know, eventually expanding the city is nice, but after a while, you know, you're just walking around in hallways and stuff. But for me, finding out exactly what happened to the city is interesting. What would be even more interesting is, of course, if we can somehow counteract this, you know, shut down the evil deep frame, for example, if it's evil, or find a cure for the disease so that you could start spreading it into the atmosphere and the people will start getting cured. And of course, rescue P.A.M.E.L.A. P.A.M.E.L.A. is still hidden somewhere around here, locked up, and it would be really cool if you can unlock P.A.M.E.L.A. And then she really becomes like Cortana in Halo. And for developers, if you haven't seen Cortana in Halo, go watch a video of some recent Halo game. And I don't want the evil Cortana or evil P.A.M.E.L.A. Well, you know, if evil P.A.M.E.L.A. is how it is, then so be it. But it would be really cool if we could eventually interact with P.A.M.E.L.A. That was the whole... it feels like that was the whole purpose you got revived in the first place. So I would like to see... oh, no. Good. Widows always scare me.
Joy.
I think I heard this one.
The emotion I felt when Emma
I've
smiled
heard this one
after I
before.
presented her my diary.
Okay, so yeah, P.A.M.E.L.A. was writing a diary. Maybe that's what this whole recording, these snippets of recordings are. Oh, there's a water condenser here. I don't know if I have enough space. But maybe I do. Oh, maybe I do. Okay, so maybe I could take this water condenser. There we go. Okay. Now I don't have any space, so let's go back into the base, the power transfer base, the usual base that we go to, and then let's call it a day. Yeah, but I hope this continues on in that direction. The expansion of the city is nice and all that, but I really want to get more and more involved with understanding what happened to this mystery and try to solve the mystery. Now that will be a really cool survival game. Of course, be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it and it might just get you permadeath. So let's see how it goes. Anybody over there? There we go. Good. I don't want them running up behind me, that's for sure. And I hope there's no Reapers. The last time the Reaper was around here. Whoa! Let's get over there. Let's go over there. I don't want to find out what was there. I don't want to know what closed that door. If it's a Reaper, let's leave as quickly as possible and run away as quickly as possible. Anything here? Oh, look at that. Upgrade kits. As you can see, I just buy as many upgrade kits as possible when they're on sale anyway, at least. And then if I ever lose all my weapons, I could fabricate them up again and immediately max them out so that I'll be in good shape again if I ever have to use my cryocores. Okay, so we're done for the day. I think this was a really good episode because we learned a lot about what's going on or what went on in the past. It's still a mystery. I mean, don't get me wrong. We haven't clarified anything really yet. It's still very vague. But we're starting to get all these snippets to start coming together to give you at least some idea of what happened in the past. And I think that's really cool. Okay, so now I think I just go back into my inventory, you know, cleanup sort of mess. And I don't want to have you deal with this boarding thing. So I'll let you guys go. And we'll get together again in the next episode of P.A.M.E.L.A. And thank you very much for watching this episode. It's always a pleasure to make these videos for you. If you have any comments, please post them in the comment section below. And as always, we'll continue on with P.A.M.E.L.A. until the next episode. We wish you all the best. And as always, Jaya, nice day, everyone. Okay.